Ladies and gentlemen, we've gotten to my favorite player of the draft. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. It is Mr. Cowboys Fan. Before we proceed into this video, of course, leave a like and subscribe. It is I, Mr. Cowboys Fan, where we talk about cowboy things. So, let's get to our 174th pick in the 2024 draft. Caelon Carson. I watched tape. I watched, highlights of him, in videos. And there's a reason why I decided to use the picture for him, a picture of him with his mouthpiece hanging, and just, kind of walking off. Because what I noticed from him, I don't know if you did, but what I noticed from him in a lot of his highlight videos and stuff, when he be, deflecting the ball and be, yelling at the receivers, that's straps, boy, that's straps. He be having his mouthpiece hanging a lot of the time, and from that alone, I knew that this dude, he likes to trash talk. He likes to talk trash at the receivers, I'm seeing this dude, he be screaming and yelling and talking to the receivers, bro, trying to get into their head. That dude is that you can just tell that dude has black Air Force Ones. That dude is a menace to society. That dude is a menace to society, and I love it. I love it. We haven't had one of those type corners since Dion, a guy who, a trash talking corner who likes to at times sort of, try to get into the head of receivers. I like that. Like we all know Richard Sherman, used to do it, when he was playing, he was a trash talker, like you see Jalen Ramsey, he does it, as well. Like there's just certain players, when they trash talk, that's how you know they're good. They're really good. All right, because if you're going to talk the talk, normally you have to be able to walk the walk. And trust me, if you watch him, he certainly walks the walk. Now, he doesn't have a lot of interceptions, but he has a decent amount of pass breakups. The reason why he never really had too many targets, never got targeted very much, is because they don't throw to his side, bro. They don't throw to him. He literally locks down whatever receiver they decide to put on him. Like his nickname is called Seatbelt. Like his nickname is literally, they call him the walking seatbelt, like, I mean, the dude is the stickiest cornerback in the draft, as they said, like, and I like that. Like, who doesn't want to have, I heard that and I'm like, okay, like, maybe, I might, like this guy a little bit. And then I watched his tape, watched his highlights and stuff, and then I really, really fell in love with him. So it is what it is, like, let's talk about his, physicality. He is a very aggressive corner who he will certainly, go out there, and he is not afraid to throw his body around. He didn't get a lot of tackles in college, but a lot of that, again, you're not going to have a lot of tackles as a corner unless you get the ball thrown at you a lot. All right. And he doesn't get the ball thrown at him a lot. So that gives you an idea of how many tackles that he got in college. He didn't get a whole lot because they never really threw to him. So, but I can tell you one thing, Eagles, no more wide receiver screens. No more wide receiver screens. Caelon Carson, all right, he's on the field. He's going to have that on straps, bruh. You're not going to get even a yard. You're not going to even get to the line of scrimmage. Either way, yeah, so I'm just saying, this guy, very physical corner. Another part of his physicality that I wanted to talk about was the fact that he gets very handsy with the receivers. Which could be a concern because he's a Dallas Cowboy now. And when you're playing for America's team, the referees, they watch you a little differently than other teams. So they're going to be watching him and they're going to throw a flag on him for, pass interference that they wouldn't throw for the other team or for another team. So, Mike Zimmer, Al Harris, he's going to get him right. He's going to coach him up and teach him how to play the ball more than playing through the receiver, because that's what he does a lot of the times. He plays through the receiver, more times than not. But he's got to learn how to turn that head around a bit more to try to not just play the ball and not possibly get a penalty called on you for PI, but also it gives you a chance to make a play, make an interception, put that on your resume. So, but yeah, he gets very handsy with the receivers. When he gets his hands on you, more often than not, it's over. All right. As soon as he gets his hands on you, it's over. All right. Dude's like vice grip, we're not calling that his nickname. All right. That's Tyron Smith's nickname. But yeah, I'm just saying, Caelon Carson, really like the player. Just to close, I really like the player, he gets sticky in coverage, gets handsy with the receivers, which can be a pro and con. But, let me know how y'all feel, about him. I'm going to tell you right now, I might have said this in another video. I don't know if I did, but I'm going to say this right now. Jordan Lewis, don't get comfortable, because he's going to press Jordan Lewis for that starting, nickel corner job. So, to all my audience, to all of Cowboys Nation, this is Mr. Cowboys Fan, out.